Hello and welcome to DailyTUT video. In this video, I like to share my experiences and some of the reasons why I really liked the Stencil app and why you may consider Stencil app, if you are looking for a Photoshop alternative. Well, to be honest, it is not exactly the Photoshop alternative, but my requirement was simple. I was looking for a web application or any software that lets me create thumbnails for my recently started regional YouTube channel. And whatever the videos I publish, I like to create a thumbnail that looks pretty attractive, and the same thumbnail I will be sharing it on Instagram and Facebook with proper resize and proper background images. And one important thing is I didn't want any of the copyright strikes or images that I use, shouldn't get me on any copyright strike problems. And I wanted the learning curve to be cut. I don't want to spend several hours in learning the tools and heavy lifting that normally, the Adobe Photoshop that requires you to do. So I was not having enough time to do that, and I was looking for a simple, easy to use utility that just gets the job done of creating these thumbnails that looks pretty attractive and created by someone who actually knows Photoshop. So Stencil definitely is the one which I was looking for. I came through a lot of free and premium applications before trying out Stencil, and I find that this is definitely the tool that I will be using for very, very long time. Alright, so without any delay, let's dive into the reasons that I like to quote to make you, convince. I hope I convince to purchase this beautiful app. So reason number one, it is a complete web application. It doesn't require you to install any software to your Mac computer or to your Windows or Linux systems. So you can simply run it through the web browser that you have, like Chrome or Firefox, and you don't have to download any software to use it. You can export the images, you can do all the customization with all the powerful tools that it offers, and you can simply generate the final output image that looks pretty attractive, and that gets liked and shared by thousands and thousands of users on Twitter and Facebook. So being a web app, it doesn't require much of additional plugins. It simply uses all the integral features of your web browser, and it runs very smoothly. It doesn't require much RAM memory, or it doesn't put the heavy load on my system memory or CPU while creating and generating the final image as an output. So you can create anytime, anywhere without the need for carrying the software to your office or to your home computer. You can simply open the browser, and you can start doing the images, and wherever you left off the images, that will be saved within your account, and that will be there for you to access anytime. You can save these images. This is the account, the dashboard, how it actually looks inside the account. So I have right now logged in, and you can see all the images that I have created and saved for future use. So this web interface is pretty easy to use, and you can upload your own images. That's the beauty of it. You can upload your own images to create the thumbnails, and you can customize it the way you want. You can use the preset templates that they already have in the store, and you can create, you can put in your own images to create a wonderful, overall a wonderful final output that will be liked and shared by your followers. Their photos gallery. These gallery, I'm not sure like how many images are there, but whatever the search you do, they bring up images that is relevant to that particular search. So you can see that if I searched for Apple, and I get the backgrounds and images that is tagged with the keyword Apple. So I can search, the search goes on, and there are plenty, thousands and thousands of photos are there. Stencil says they have almost 1.8 million photos, royalty free photos that anyone can use, and you can use for customizing, modifying it. You can apply the filters and all the built-in tools that it provides, and create your own unique looking images. You can upload your own background if you want to, and you can search from tons and tons of images from this beautiful gallery. So not just the images, you can also see the icons are there. If you want any icons in grayscale or in color, you can always get it simply by clicking on the image, by searching it on the icon section, and you can customize it the way you want it to be. And you can see the rulers are here and there to make the measurements and where you are exactly placing the icon, so that you won't miss the orders. So this built-in image editor is truly phenomenal when it comes to placing the icons or resizing and placing them, the text and everything. These measurements will really help you to create a beautiful looking image depending on the preset that you choose here. So if you want the there are tons of presets, almost 40 plus presets here, I think, and you can also create custom presets. For example, here I have created a wallpaper for my iPhone with custom dimension in pixels, and I simply have to mention it and I have to name it what I like it to be called. And I can, if I set this particular resolution, then automatically you will see the editor window changes it to that particular screen resolution. Once you have completed the designing, you can generate the final output, or you can save it for future use, and this saved images will go here. So you can reuse it with by altering the background or altering the title and the images that you want to do in future. So as I said, I'm a very beginner when it comes to designing, and I'm slowly learning it, and Stencil is definitely the application that I can totally rely on when it comes to creating an attractive thumbnails that doesn't suck. So here, when it comes to icons, they have almost 1 million plus icons in their storage. So you can simply choose any of them and simply drop it to your the thumbnail that whichever you are planning to create on. So you can simply delete it, you can click and delete, you can resize, you can do everything in this editor. And there are templates, as I mentioned earlier, the templates which will let you to create images quickly without any without wasting your time in doing everything from scratch. So the font styles and everything is there. So about the fonts, so reason number 3, it offers plenty of essential tools. So it may look simple and it doesn't have a lot of tools in front, but when you start to use it, the tools, they naturally pops up and comes in front. While editing a particular image, if you want the font to be from Google Fonts, you can use this huge library, or you can upload your own font that you want to add here. And here, to add the Google font, you can click on import fonts, and you can import any Google font that you want to add it to your gallery. So simply you have to search for Open Sans or any font that that comes to your mind, and you may use the Google fonts directly, and you can mention the name there, and you can add it to your fonts, and it will be added to your font. You can choose all the thickness, language, sorting out all those settings here, and it will be readily available under My Fonts. You can change it in real time, and you can create a beautiful image that you want it to be, and as the final output. Also, another important thing is, like, you can move forward or you can move backward of any objects that you create in your image. And they do have a preset of codes available, and you can search it from 100,000, almost 1 million plus codes are there. So you can search it from there, and you can create images that motivates people. Or if you like to create your own motivational codes, you can always do it by simply selecting the preset size that you want it to be shared. For example, whether it is YouTube thumbnail, or these are very precise, and these measurements will give you the exact fit and perfect finish when you publish it on YouTube, or when you put it as a Instagram photo, or if it is for Pinterest. These measurements fit perfectly and pops up your image when your audience tries to view it on your from your social media profile. So if it is a blog post image, simply choose it there, and you can customize it, and you can add the codes that you want to add, and you can do everything literally to create a final perfect looking and output. And finally, the tech support. I never had a chance to contact the tech support mostly. The tool is pretty simple, and I never had a downtime in the past 3 to 4 months of usage. So I simply never had necessary to contact their support. But if you want any tech support, then they are always there for you, and they'll reply within 4 to 5 hours of time, in short. So you can always use a good tech support. After sales support is very, very important for any product that you purchase online. So it is there for you, and Stencil team will help you to resolve any queries that you have, or any customizations that you require for your for your project. And if you want to suggest something, you can always do the suggestion by contacting their support, and they will bring it in the future releases. And this software, this web application is regularly getting updated, so you don't have to worry about using an ancient application. So they regularly add more images and icons and templates, so you don't feel outdated. So this application regularly gets updated, and you will feel it while you're using it for your image works. So here are some of the images that I have actually created for my Instagram profile, and I also shared it on my Facebook. So this is not the one. So here you can see it is totally up to you and your creativity level. So I'm a beginner, as I said earlier. You can simply do so many things with this Stencil app. And finally, the pricing. When it comes to pricing, I was a bit hesitant, and I was starting with the free Stencil application, and right now I'm in the unlimited plan, which is just $12 a month, but it lets you create plenty of images without worrying about any limitations, because their pro plan is decent, but it allows you to create only 50 images per month. If you have a minimal requirement, where you are a part-time blogger and you're a part-time YouTuber, you create less amount of thumbnails for your videos and posts, then this should be sufficient. Otherwise, if you want all the bells and whistles that this beautiful web application offers, then I would definitely recommend you to consider their unlimited plan, to never feel the limitations while going in the flow with your creativity. And the another beautiful thing is, like, if you don't like it, they do offer 7 days money back guarantee. So anytime within 7 days, if you don't like the app, you can always claim for a refund, and the full refund will be made to your account in the mode of payment that you actually paid to purchase the Stencil app. Create any images without worrying about the copyright problems, and attract more crowds and followers. So that is all, and I'll leave the link in the description of this video. It will be great if you took my suggestion and considered Stencil. Do feel free to leave your suggestion in the comment box below, or if you have any questions, any specific questions that I have missed to answer in this video, then do leave it in the comment box below. I will try to look for it, and I'll definitely give you the answer. Thank you so much for watching this video and considering my suggestion. Have a wonderful day.